Hey, what's up everyone? In this video we're taking a look at the Puma UltraRide. What's up guys, and welcome back to FORDY RUNS. Now this week we've got some Puma shoes on there, but I'm focusing on the UltraRide because basically the other Puma shoes that I've tried have been terrible. Just to name one of them, well I don't even know what it's called, but I got this thing which is awful and weighs as much as one of my daughters, and I got some other shoes sent through and they were terrible. The best of the bunch was this, the UltraRide, even though, and you'll find out later on in the video, I'm not that impressed with it. But there are some good points, even though there's some bad points. So let's get stuck in. Right guys, so the UltraRide running shoe from Puma, which I must apologise, I've not cleaned up. As you know by now, I like to clean the shoes before we have them on the channel, but I didn't get the chance today because basically I've been too busy. But yeah, the UltraRide from Puma. Now, just to go back a step, Puma Running Shoes were not a company that I even thought about trying, but you guys a couple of times have mentioned to me about Puma Running Shoes. We did this before with Mizuno, and I've tried, as always I've done it with Under Armour, and we've got another Under Armour review coming out soon. But I always try, if I can, to try different shoes than your Nikes and your Sauconys and your Asics of this world. I like to try and mix it up a little bit, which is another reason why I got Puma on the channel. So I was kind of excited actually to get a few shoes from them and give them a try, but the other two were terrible. Now this shoe's okay in some respects, and it's not so okay in others, but let's get into some of the stats and some of the features before anything else. So the UltraRide shoe, believe it or not, it's got a plate in it. Now this plate is called the Pro plate. Now this is Puma's engineered propulsion plate, which provides a reflex toe off and propels you faster through every stride. You've got Pro foam in there, which is Puma's lightweight, high rebound EVA midsole, and they reckon it provides instant cushioning and responsive. Okay. What else? What else? The weight is 8.6 ounces, so it's not heavy. You've got a 12mm drop, which is quite a lot. You've got 24 stack in the heel, 12 on the forefoot. What else have we got? Light and airy upper with underlay supported structure. Midsole plate we talked about. Rubber on the outsole with cutaways and visible undersock. You've got the Puma word marker on a tongue. Great, thanks ever so much. And you've got the form strip at the lateral side. Okay, right. So, firstly, look at the state of them. Firstly, I like the price. Now these are £85 on the Puma website, but there's a 20% off, so you can get them even cheaper. I like the price. I also like the way they look. Now I was always a big fan when I was at school of Puma football shoes. The best guys always seemed to play in the Puma football shoes back then. It kind of reminded me a little bit of that. I really like this sort of reflective element here, and I like the cutaway in there. Can you see that? You can see my face probably not through there. Actually, while we're doing, let's do the torch test, because the breathable upper is awesome. Hang on, if I could get my torch. So, torch test on, people. You see that? Working? But you might even be able to see it through there. Maybe not. I don't know, probably spent far too long on it. Anyway. But the breathable upper is cool. You can actually see, and I was wearing pink socks the other day and I could see them through the toe box, which is nice. So you've got this like mesh upper, which is super breathable. It's kind of coarse on top, but actually it's comfortable and does the job. The tongue is thin, more racy. The heel is nice, even though I was getting issues with this rubbing on my ankle when I first started running with them, and they felt like new school shoes, but that went after I ran them a while. This you would feel plays with your Achilles, but it doesn't. I know a lot of the shoes at the moment are flipping them away, but you don't really notice it. You've got some good structure in terms of a heel counter. They've put this big plastic thing on the back here to kind of add structure to the back, which I appreciate. The outsole was surprisingly good. They've obviously shaved weight here and here. You can see the inside of it there. But yes, they've done a good job in terms of weight saving. 8.6 ounces is very good. But that's probably where it stops. Now I compared this really to the Adidas SL20, which is just about to be replaced by the Point 2. Now that shoe is a bargain, and it is a lightweight, racier shoe from Adidas, and it's under £100. It's a similarly sort of price shoe to this. Weight-wise, it's a good matchup. But the Adidas annihilates this, absolutely kills it in terms of performance. From the feedback from the feedback you get from the shoe and everything, even with a plate in it, it just feels very plasticky, very rigid, and very dead on your feet. I was expecting a much more snappier ride from it. I wasn't expecting obviously a lot of cushioning because it hasn't got that much foam there, but I was expecting it to be a little bit more sort of on the case. And I tried to play around with it. I did some tempo runs, I did some intervals in it. I went back to an easy pace, and I just couldn't find anywhere where it felt like it wanted to help me and make me feel awesome, which I think is number one sort of a priority in any running shoe you buy, is that it makes you want to feel awesome. And it just didn't make me feel awesome. And I just kind of got fed up with running in it, to be honest with you, because it just wasn't giving me anything. I did a review months ago on a pair of caramel shoes, apologies Chimera, but caramel shoes from Sports Direct, which are like the cheapest running shoes you can buy. And I found an awesome pair. It was £20 or something ridiculous. It's a better ride than this. I mean, so yeah, Puma running shoes. I've just been really disappointed. Maybe I've been unlucky. Let me know in the comments. Please, guys, if you're a fan of Puma, put a few down in the comments, and I'll check them out, because this thing, wow, it's just a massive disappointment.